I want to talk to you about some beep you wish you knew in your 20s. Let's do this. Tell me some stuff you wish you knew back then.
One was go for it. Like take whatever opportunity comes, you got to run with it and go with it. We covered that one. Another thing I wish I knew too is, I just thought about this. Write down all your accomplishments and all the things that you're proud of, all the extra stuff you do, because there is this thing called a review. You throughout your career, whether you're in news, whether you're in any business, there is always a review process. And the time comes and you're sitting there going, so what did I do? No. Keep track of all this stuff. I'm telling you, keep a journal every time you do an extra assignment, every time you go over, stay anything, offer help to somebody, mentor somebody. Anytime you do anything like that at the station or wherever you are, whatever job you have, whatever good you do, write it down. Just so that you remember. Write it down. Write down all your good things, not just so you have it for your review, but for those days when you're somewhere and you're down in the dumps and you're feeling stepped on, you just take out that little journal and you say, let me go through this again.
That's actually something I tell my clients, my coaching clients, to do at the end of the year. Take an assessment and look at what you did. And there's ways that you can do it too if you forgot to write it down. A couple of ways I do it is by looking at all those pictures in my phone. Right? And even screenshots too. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. I did do that thing. Okay, gotcha. Or my sent emails or my calendar. Now I know it takes time to do this and it's the best time you will spend because you get a review of your year and you get to see what goals you made, which ones you reached, which ones you didn't, and even best, why you didn't reach those. Oh, that's right. I didn't do that because I didn't do this. It's on me. Or because whatever, this happened. So you can look into those things and then make your plans for the next year.
No, that's true. That's true. I'm telling you, it helps out so much that so many times I wish I had done that because the time rolls around and you're like, I don't remember.
Oh, I know. Please think about what we did today. What did you do today? Let's take an inventory of our day. What accomplishments did you have today, Lisa? I'm sure you did like 50 things.
I did all my affiliate hits, knocked them all out, knocked down 2 weekend pieces, and I was done for the day. I was fried. I've been going since 2:00 this morning.
Oh my gosh. Did you work out yet today?
That's what I'm doing after. I'm telling you.
And you did a podcast interview and saved the world. And I'm sure you meal prepped and you did some great stuff for your family. I know you.
Oh, that does come. That's my later. I have alarm set on my phone. That's the other thing. I have alarm set, like half an hour before I'm supposed to go to bed. I have that alarm set so that means, Lisa, pack your meals. Lisa, take a shower. Lisa, get yourself together because otherwise you get distracted. You know how it is.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Wow. It sounds like you may have read Atomic Habits.
That's on my list.
Yeah, that's a good one. Put that one on the list. That one, I have my daily habit list over there of just the things that I need to do. And one of them is at 8:00, put the phone down. 8 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
I let myself have until 8 p.m. because let's be real. I run a business. I'm a journalist. Come on.
You got to keep on top of things. But yeah, after a certain time, it's true. Because you have to let your mind settle down. You have to let it settle down.
You do. I think I'm going to do a whole podcast episode about that book. Okay. Okay. If you could go back and give your 20-year-old self some piece of advice, one piece of advice, what would it be?
Take better care of your health. Take better care of your mental health, your physical health, especially when you have demanding jobs, crazy hours, all over the place. It's so important. I never would have survived 19 years on a shift, waking up at 2 a.m. every morning if I did not have that together. Even if it's just just do something to move your body every day. And I know you're tired and I know, you're stressed out, but that is such a stress reliever to just like, you know what? I'm going out for a walk. Like, screw this. I'm going out for a walk. Get some air, like just go out and move your body, mentally, you got to stay on top of it too. We talk so much about that. Those two things, your mental health and your physical health are super important if you want to survive, especially crazy schedules in this crazy business that it is, or any job. Like it's super important to keep your energy level up. When your energy level is up, you perform so much better, and that I learned, and I've changed the way I work out. I used to do some crazy stuff. Now that I'm older, my joints are a little crazy. I've toned it down a little. I do low impact. And that's why I created like a program, Fitness Forward, because it helps with that. You don't have to do all these crazy things. You can do simple moves that will help your body and help you get stronger because you need to. You don't realize like just simple things going up and down the stairs, can help out. If you are strong and you have great balance, you're not going to fall down those stairs most of the time because you know how to catch yourself. It's like little things like that you don't think of, but it's just because of that energy level. I can't tell you what a difference it made, for me going out in the field, always having I was very, good. I had my little things packed and photographers would always laugh at me, but I was like, suckers, who's feeling good right now?
Yeah, and for 19 years you did
your
that.
apple turnover. You know what I'm talking about for that.
Wait, Fred and his corn muffins.
Yes.
Man, Fred could find a corn muffin in every borough.
Love them to death.
Oh,
but yeah, it keeps you going. It keeps you, just vibrant. It keeps that energy going. People always say, Lisa, how come you have so much energy? Because I take care of myself.
It has to be the priority before everything else. And I try to do that. And I'm sometimes really good and sometimes not so good. But I'm doing okay today.
Just try your best. You try your best, and you try to make it a habit where you just remember to do it at night before you wake up and everything's good. But it's just about moving your body. Like I see you going out on your walks, doing your yoga, you're doing your thing, because we have to. If we want to feel better about ourselves, you got to do it.
Okay, this brings me to my last question. Tell us about a worst job, a worst outfit, or a worst date from your 20s. Something that could be a Friends episode or something that you just wish never happened. But of course, just tell the world, please.
Oh, yes. The best, weirdest thing, I had like a blondish kind of highlights that I started doing once that started going a little bit too blonde for my liking. I remember looking at old clips like, wow, I really was blonde. I don't remember that stage.
I don't remember that either.
Worst job. Well, it was an internship that I learned from because I guess you could say I was fired.
The woman who has done everything, who is in demand, got fired. I do not believe this.
And because I was working, you're an intern, you're doing different things. My role at the time was obituaries. And I was like, obituaries. I was like, why do I got to do this? I want the real stuff, I'm in my 20s. You see my mentality back then? Why do I got to do this? It's a waste of my time. I don't need to do this. Let me just do this real quick. Turns out I wound up writing the wrong information about the person. That family got really pissed off, which I totally get. And that was a huge no-no because I didn't appreciate the job that I had at the time. And I didn't take it for what it was worth. So yes, I probably did get fired, but I learned a ton from that experience.
And that, my friend, is some beep you wish you knew in your 20s. Lisa Mateo, thank you for being on the podcast today. We love you.
And thank you for doing this. Thank you for having this podcast, this platform where people can come to because we didn't have it. We didn't have this community. And sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you're in a new city and you don't know anyone, and this is the perfect place to come to have that community, to have that camaraderie. It's just perfect. So thank you for having it.
I love you.